past weekend, David and I went to Anime Magic 2023. And shit was a blast. We definitely spent a lot of our time in the press room because this was my first time getting pressed. So I was just a secondary cameraman getting all the extra angles and shots and shit. But we sat in on interviews where, like, one of our first interviews was with the man himself, Zeno Robinson, voice of Ogun, also English voice of DJ. Also, he voices a character in the upcoming Persona 3 remake. Really cool, really chill dude. Mark, you would have loved him. Like, fantastic dude to talk to. We very insightful. Definitely talked about his struggles, like being in especially in the being a black voice actor in the community where he's not playing a black character, and people are trying to use him as like a fucking stepping stone or some kind of excuse.
Hawks and My Hero Academia.
Yeah, for Hawks. And like his acting's really good. Like David was, because I haven't seen the English dub of My Hero Academia, but David was telling how like his voice, like, the voice he did for Hawks was so cool and so fucking crisp and clean. The voice he did for Ogun, crisp as well. And then towards the end of the con, David and I walked up and talked to him again, and they gave us not only did him and his partner give us free posters, they also signed it for free.
Yeah.
So
and he's also DJ in Street Fighter, so we got him to sign my Street Fighter 6 posters. And we actually got all three of the voice actors from Street Fighter 6 that were present to sign our Street Fighter 6 posters. So we got DJ, then we got Kyle,
Chun-Li,
a bear, who's Ryu, to sign
our
posters, and we got Jenny Kwan, who's Chun-Li, to sign our posters. Now we just gotta find Alex Lee and a handful of other voice actors who's in the game to sign our stuff.
I gotta find Alex Lee. I gotta find the actress who plays Marissa. I hope I can catch her at some con because she's my secondary character.
And of course, your ass wants to catch Marissa.
Listen, fuck you. But yes, we had a great time. I talked to the voice actors, and we shout out to David for getting these fucking clean ass promo posters. So they're gonna look sick as fuck once they're framed, especially after everything's signed. On screen right now, or for those audio listeners, we do have some footage of Zeno signing the Street Fighter poster. So yes, this was a really fantastic.
That was great getting to meet him. But yeah, like Brendon said, we were doing a lot of press, so we talked to about like 6 people in total throughout the weekend, and everyone was great. Like everyone was really cool. Just like, what's a celebrity? In reality, they just got a cool ass job, and every single person that was present was very, very humble, very nice. Like one perk of being in the position that I'm in, and that I get to put my friends in, like Brendon, is we get to be in the room with these people, get to talk to them, pick their brains on different roles they've been in. Like on screen now is Kyle Bear, who is the voice of Gohan in Dragon Ball Z, adult Gohan in Dragon Ball Z, Kamina and Gurren Lagann, and Ryu Street Fighter, and a whole bunch of other characters. Like a lot of characters. He's like one of the legends. We grew up with that man's voice on stream.
That man is legendary in the community.
Yeah, but he's just like a silly, goofy dude, bro. Like
he's a goober. He's a goober.
He's a silly, goofy dude. Like he's just doing, like, I was listing off the roles that I like that he does, and like I was like, yeah, he's Kamina, and then he just fucking did a Kamina voice, and I was like, yeah, it's real, and he just did Hadouken. And I'm just like, I didn't even tell you to do that, but okay, I didn't expect that for free. So
for free.
Yeah. So
I am upset that I missed out on all of this.
And then like David said, all the actors and actresses that we talked to, they were all like really, really nice people. I really enjoyed being in the room and like talking to them, like just a little bit of banter between interviews. And Kyle had me cracking up. He also has a podcast which I follow. I
didn't know he had a podcast. That's cool.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like his podcast, kind of like radio story show kind of dealio. And he was he was such a goober. He was really funny. Like he had pretty much everybody cracking up. And it was a pleasure meeting him. It was a pleasure meeting Zeno and Jenny, and can't forget Alejandro and fucking Rosalie. They were all great.
Yeah, Rosalie Chang Mei from Turning Red, and also a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh yeah. So fun story, fun fact. Mark, you obviously know who Yaya Han is, right?
Yeah.
So she showed up. Her appointment got pushed to like Friday. Her appointment was supposed to be Sunday. So she showed up 30 minutes late to her appointment, and like another mutual that we met through another mutual that we met at the during the press room. Shout out to Zil Fujoshi and her podcast. She interviewed Yaya, and literally right as her interview ended with Yaya, Jenny, the actress of Chun-Li, showed up. Jenny Kwan, the actress of Chun-Li, showed up. So we had the cosplayer for Chun-Li, the official cosplayer by Capcom for Chun-Li, and the official voice actress for Chun-Li in the same room.
That is fucking great.
Yeah, and apparently Yaya Han she's been cosplaying Chun-Li for years. Like since I was in high school. And like I have one of her prints of her doing her Chun-Li, and I have her sign it. She signed it for me back in the day. But yeah, she's never been officially partnered with Capcom before, or their official Chun-Li. You know how Jessica Nigri was Juliet for Lollipop Chainsaw?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so you think Yaya would have been that for Chun-Li by now, but she wasn't. But in Street Fighter 6, they did a whole push.
That's how I'm trying to get a Zeko right now. Let's go.
Yeah, so they basically did a whole thing for a launch party. They got a whole bunch of Street Fighter cosplayers together for a launch party and did a whole photo shoot and everything. And Yaya got basically crowned as their like official Chun-Li, and good, she should be. She deserves it for sure. So that was cool. And yeah, and then also they had really good space this year for Anime Magic. Like this is on the video on screen right now. We're just doing a walkthrough of the bottom floor of the Hyatt Regency O'Hare, and they basically made the whole bottom floor their space. They also honestly this year the whole hotel was their space, because last year they were like sharing it with a Halloween convention, but also like some other stuff was going on. It was really weird, but this year they have it all to themselves. So they had the main hall for their rave and other things. They had their side events room. Then they had the bottom floor for the manga library, maid cafe. They had a actual rhythm game room that was everything was set to free play, sponsored by Psychic Drive, who's a really cool local arcade distributor. And then also they had arcade cabinets that actually had like a whole bunch of actual like classic arcade cab feels. So they had like Street Fighter 2, freaking like
they had Third Strike, they had CVS 2,
Strike,
they had Marvel 2, Bubble Bobble, Tetris, Ocal, Sonic the Fighters. Like they had a bunch of really cool games.
They had all those really cool like they also had a Super Monkey Ball, like no, just a Monkey Ball machine.
With the banana,
straight up Monkey Ball machine. That was awesome.
Ball, let's go.
Yeah,
it's Monkey Ball to Monkey Ball. Let's go.
They had Initial D machines. They had two F-Zero AX machines. Yeah. So that was really cool. On screen for audio listeners, we're showing all of this. So if you want to check that out, definitely check out the VOD on Twitch.
And then also keep posted. I remember follow me and David on Instagram. We post a lot of this shit. So at ConMentRDW, at AGBackTech. And also, we are going to be posting this to YouTube in the very near future.
Yeah,
we're just going to be busy
with
with bats. But once we're done,
keep
your eyes peeled.
I just realized something. We're going to be busy with a lot of content, especially with
yes, we are.
coming up next week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually crying on the inside right now. Like
I'm hyped as fuck. I got my badge. My badge is I don't have it physically, but I'm gonna pick it up. My badge has been ordered. My time off is pretty much set. All I need to do is just get a couple more pieces of equipment. I am ready.
Yeah. I am going to harass Tyrant about using their camera for some pictures for cosplay, not only cosplay reasons, but like, you know, with us doing interviews and whatnot, because as we all are content creators, it would be nice to get more into everything, you know?
Yeah, we've also talked to a lot of vendors and dealers in the like artist alley, like we talked to what was it? Ghost Girl. What was it, Brendon?
Ghost Girl Goods.
Ghost Girl Goods.
Oh yeah. So the big thing about this con that stood out, locals. A lot of local people and a lot of quality ass product. So let's start with
good.
let's start with Ghost Girl Goods. Sweet person, straight from I think she says from like Ontario or Toronto.
From
Canada. Yeah. From our friends up north. Her big thing is that she has these zipper shirts where what it is that they're two halves of the same shirt. So you can have like a black half and a pink half, or a white half and a black half, and mix and match and have like damn near infinite combinations. And not to mention is that she made her own she made her own characters with their own unique personalities. That's also part of the gear. And one thing that caught my eye that was really nice, she had like a purple sweater that was like a Street Fighter 2 reference, and it had like her original character cast on like both sleeves, and it was very comfortable. Like I tried it on, and I was super close to buying it, but if it wasn't for the fact that I had to worry about PAX West, I'm like, I would have bought that right then and there. But yes,
now can you order this online?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
order
actually,
all their stuff on their websites.
I believe it's also at Ghost Girl Goods. I do have like pretty much everybody's fucking business cards that we talk to.
Yeah, once we have the time, we're definitely gonna start making feature videos and stuff for everybody.
Yeah, and her stuff is like a really cute aesthetic. I can guarantee you, we all know at least a couple of people in our mutual friend circles that would rock the shit out of this.
Let's talk
about...
that
makes sense.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about literally everyone we talked to, but also like another one that stood out a lot for me was Fractured Fox. This is one of the really cool like black-owned businesses that had really good like Japan streetwear vibes going on. Good. Like they had a lot of cool keychains, hats. They had a really good Ida like sling bag that I bought. They have these like water bottle clips that you can get, and like they were like $10, but they decided to be super nice. So shout out to Fractured Fox, and they just gave me and Brendon like water bottle clips, and it's like on my bag now, and it's actually really good. I tried it out with one of Aisha's Pepsis, and it's legit. That shit ain't going nowhere. So I might actually put that on my my Equilibrium bag when we're out in at PAX, so I can have like a thing to hold bottles on while we're out. So it's gonna definitely be coming in handy. They had really nice clothes. Like if I had disposable income, I definitely would have bought a couple of their clothes. Other than just the bag itself, they had a really cool Splatoon tie-dye shirt that was really dope.
They had these really nice like boxing like shorts, like the boxer style shorts, and like it was like a really cool green and black. And after talking to her, she's like, "Yeah, the next design they're gonna do is gonna be more Kill la Kill inspired with like the life fibers and all that." I'm like, "Oh, that's sick! I'm buying that."
They had a lot of pins and a lot of stickers, really good stickers and pins.
Very good.
Yeah, just looking at their stuff, you're like, oh yeah, you're really into like Japanese street fashion and stuff. And they also been playing Splatoon recently, so they're like into that type of aesthetic and stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to Fractured Fox. Really love their stuff.
Huge shout out.
And like I said, there were a lot of people. Oh yeah, who else do you want to feature?
I say, and the last one I want to shout out that I really want to shout out is Fierce Modern Designs, a local black-owned business in Chicago.
Yes.
Just right in David's neighborhood. Black Hispanic owned business. Everything that she had in her booth was handmade. And Mark, when I tell you, the second you walked into that booth, it felt like home. It felt like home. It felt like the strong black and proud energy, and that made me very, very happy.
I'm happy to hear that. Everything was made
with care and love, and
like
really
these awesome custom keycaps. Like she says she's really into geek community stuff, and she's like she just wants to infuse the culture and also her interest into everything she makes. And she was like, that's why she made the keycaps. She had like these really cool. She's really good with resin, so she made like these resin resin dice for D&D, resin freaking grinders for 420 things,
incense holders, ashtrays.
Yeah, and they all have like a whole bunch of different like flares and like flavors to them. So they're really, really good. So
what caught me off guard, what caught my eye, is that she had a hoodie on the rack that had this particular fabric that I eyeballed about a year or two ago, because I learned how to sew, and I wanted to make my own throw blanket. It was like a really cute like sushi roll, or like a sushi pattern, where like it was different pieces of sushi with little cute little faces on it. And I saw it, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I know where she got that from. Holy shit, no, wait, she made it to a hoodie? Hey, wait, hey, yo. So I had to go in there and take a look, and she had, like David said, a bunch of really nice homemade stuff. She had like bento boxes, drink cups, fucking. She had this one. It was like a wrap. It was like a women's like chest wrap, and it had like NES controller like designs on like pattern all over it. It was really really nice. And it's just like, all right, I gotta give support for this. They are doing like a local thing in the Pilsen neighborhood in Chicago for like a local market with a bunch of other local businesses too.
Yeah, she's super close base to me. So I like. Yes. If I go to any like local things, I'll probably see her again, definitely. So.
11 out of good. We love to see local black-owned businesses thrive and succeed and like just have a good time.
Oh, and then also, Mark, remember when we talked about the U.S. Army being at Anime Magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked to them, and they're actually very chill dudes. We like walked over. We walked over, and one of them hit me with the you want to join? And I was like, nah, not for me. And then they were like, oh, what you doing? And then we were like content. And then with one of the guys, Thomas, his eyes lit up, and then he just started asking me like what we do, and I was like, oh, we go to like conventions, talk about video games and other stuff. And then he was like talking to me about how he plays games. He's really big into like D&D and like he's watching a lot of anime and stuff like that. And he just started like talking to us about like all his like geeky nerdy interests and things like that, and that was really cool. But then he was telling us like we told him how we knew you and you were a cook, but also that guy exactly did the same thing you did. He was also what's the word? What was the word?
I need context
for being a cook.
Oh,
yeah,
a 92 golf.
Yeah, he was one of those.
Yeah.
So he was like also talking about like that type of thing. He was like, yeah, we're literally you don't have to give us your email. We're just here to do what we're doing. We're not gonna like pressure anyone to do anything. We're just also into the same shit y'all are. One of them was cosplaying freaking Jotaro from freaking JoJo, and he saw we were getting interviews, and he was like, "Yo, bro, get my cosplay. I hear you guys doing content. Get my cosplay." And he was just like, literally, just like, "Yeah, I want to like show y'all that we're also in the same shit you are. We just chose this life path. That's all there is to it." So
yeah, and like Thomas, the main guy we talked to first, he's a big tabletop gaming nerd. He was telling us how
a lot of us are
a lot of that shit. I'm like, I you know what, that's valid. I appreciate that.
Yeah, they were literally just tucked into like a corner. Like if you weren't paying attention, you missed them anyway. So yeah, they were cool. One of them also does maintenance on planes and flies planes, so they had like one of their helmets on the table and stuff, and all that type of stuff. So yeah, they were cool. And then also it was funny because they had the thing they're like usual, because they either do like people doing pull-ups or some type of fitness challenge, and they had their freaking like 250-pound like freaking squats, and Brendan's fucking gorilla ass was just like, let me do it. They put it on the lightest setting. He did it no problem. He just started, I haven't been to the gym all week. I'm just going to start fucking doing squats.
Yeah.
And then they were like, put more weight on it. And they put it full, all their weight, the strongest weights they had. And he was just doing it. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was doing it.
Yes. Gorilla noises.
Yeah, he was knocking it out. No problem. So that was funny. He like, army's strong. So that was real funny.
You have no idea how many times that song has been memed to hell, even by other veterans.
Yeah,
like, of course it is.
Real quick lore drop. So there was a time where we were doing some bullshit training exercise, and the place we were sleeping were like, "Hey, y'all gotta leave the barracks just for a sec because this place ain't safe because they're doing missile testing not too far over." We were just like, "What the fuck?" So our asses had to go all the way out to the parking lot where we staged all the vehicles in the middle of the Texas fucking heat, just laying there like, we hate it here. Like, and then somebody just started blasting that song.
Oh man, but yeah, Anime Magic was a great time. Had a great weekend, very productive. Was glad that I was able to get all the interviews that I wanted to get, but also I was really glad that I have Brendon there with me so he can get exposed to what it's like being a part of the press environment, for sure. Yes. But also everyone in the press room. Shout out to Anime Magic's press team, Alexis and Steve, because They were really great, really sweet people. Also Zayden, shout out to Zayden too, the homie. They were really good at getting everything organized. It was me, Brendon, Ian, another content creator, CC, another content creator, and then Zayden. Mostly, like those were we were mostly the main three in the press room most of the weekend, and by like day 3, we were all just like super tight with each other. And we were all just talking amongst ourselves. We had like a little connection going on in there, and it was really nice. And then, like we were like pitching ideas for next year. We were like, "Yo, we should just have like a pizza party on Saturday. Be like, yo, just for press, people coming through, whoever's like putting in the work, come in, get some pizza, socialize, have a press social type of thing." So it was really cool. Everyone exchanged socials. Definitely, I told Brendon like, I've been talking with Anime Magic and being part of the press team since the first year. And literally, anytime my name pops up on their like press recruitment thing, they just immediately greenlight me because they know me. And then like this year, Brendon made such a good impression. Being there with me, being my +1, and also just being an awesome dude. I definitely know like anytime he applies, he could probably just apply through himself and say he's under Common RDW or just for himself, and he'll definitely get a badge too. So that's awesome. So